Welcome to the best TV show all around the world, Grammar in Use, with the TV host Matthew and Taylor.
Good night, welcome to the best TV show all around the world. For this time, we have the pleasure to interview some specialists in this area. So, what is the topic, Matthew?
The topic is elements of the noun phrase, determiners. So Taylor, have you ever listened about the noun phrase?
No, never. That's why we have the specialists in this area, because they know pretty well the topic.
But first, what is a noun phrase? Noun phrases, noun, a word that names a person, place, things, or idea.
A noun phrase, a noun, and any words in the sentence that modify. Words that can modify nouns include articles, for example, and the, adjectives, participles, and possessive pronouns. A noun phrase can be a single word, just the noun, or more than one word. Noun phrase can function in several different ways in the sentence. Some of the most common functions of a noun phrases are: first, a noun phrase can be a subject. For example, the yellow house is for sale. Second, a noun phrase can be a direct object. For example, I want a skateboard. Third, a noun phrase can be an object of a preposition. Jeff rode on a skateboard. Number 4, a noun phrase can be a direct object. For example, Lisa gave the little boy candy.
Noun phrases are composed of 4 kinds of elements, which are determiners, premodifiers, head, postmodifiers, and complement.
But to understand, we are going to develop this step by step. There are many different determiners in the English language: articles, demonstratives, quantifiers, and possessives.
Function of determiners. A determiners can take on a number of different meanings and roles in a sentence. The determiner are used in every case to clarify the nouns. They may be used to demonstrate or define something or someone.
In English grammar, a premodifier is a modifier that precedes the head of a noun phrase. Most often, premodifiers are adjectives, a beautiful date, participles, broken heart, or nouns. Time, measurement, premodifiers are sometimes referred to as epithets.
The head is the most important word in a phrase. All the words in a phrase depend on the head. Words which are part of the phrase and which come before the head are called the pre-head. Words which are part of the phrase and which come after the head are called the post-head. In a noun phrase, the head is a noun and there are maybe pre-head and post-head items, also called premodifiers and postmodifiers.
And also, in English grammar, a postmodifier is a modifier that follows the word or phrase, its limits or qualifiers. Modification by postmodifier is called postmodification. A word of group of words that describe a noun phrase or restrict its meaning in some way, and is placed after it and the house on the corner. On the corner is a postmodifier.
And these are the elements of a noun phrase.
So, Matthew, we have extra information about the topic.
Oh, that is right. This information comes from Oxford University.
So, listen carefully.
So, good night, everyone. My name is Carrie Ashley Enriquez Reyes, and I come from Oxford University, and this is my book, Grammar in Use. So, for today, it's a pleasure to me to talk about an important topic, which is the noun phrases and determiners. But also, we are going to develop in this section the elements of the noun phrases. But the question is, how can I identify the elements in a noun phrase? So here we go. The first one is, listen carefully, the first one is the first cold month. We already know which is the head. The head is month. And then we are going to identify something really important. For example, determiner. The determiner is the. Because as far as we know, the determiner can be an article, for example, a, and, the, and among others. And then we have the head. The pre-modifiers come before the head. That's why there is a before the head. So we have another example, which is all these young beautiful girls. So we need to look for the head. The main idea is girls. So we have the head. And then also we are going to identify the determiner. In this case, the determiner is all this. And then we are missing something really important, which is the pre-modifier. The pre-modifier in this case is young beautiful. Why? Because this is the head. And then we have the pre-modifiers and the determiners. But in this case, there is something new. For example, we're going to start with the head. The new classmate in the class. What do you think? The new classmate. We are talking about classmates, right? So this is the head. Classmate. The main idea about the phrase, about the noun phrase. Well, and then we are going to identify the determiner. The determiner is the. Just the, not the new, just the. And then we also have the pre-modifier. We have the head here right now. So, where is the pre-modifier? The pre-modifier is over there. In this case, in these sentences, the pre-modifier is new. Why? Because it's before the head. But in this case, we're going to have something new. We have this section in the class. It could be a complement, but it could be a past modifier because it goes after the head. So in these sentences, we have the head. The head is flowers because we are talking about flowers. And then we have the head right here, so we are going to identify which is the pre-modifier. And remember, the pre-modifier belongs to before the head, which is purple. So purple is the pre-modifier. But we have something else. The past modifier. The past modifier or complement. So see right here, past modifier. Past modifier belongs to after the head. So the past modifier in these sentences is in the flower pot. So remember, the structure of this example is we have the subject, we have the main verb, we have the head. So if we identify the head, it's going to be easy for us because I have the head right here. And then I'm going to identify the pre-modifier. The pre-modifier and then the past modifier. So those ones are the elements of a noun phrases. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in my social networks right here. So I hope you understand this topic and have a nice night.
This is the end for today. We hope you have learned something new for today.
Thank you to the specialists
See you